Today we're going to be talking about a power speed ramp. Okay, this is different from Flash. This is different from some kind of running speed we have seen. So this some kind of time running echo kind of speed stuff. So uh, this effect was done in one of my movie, in my short film called Clash of Power. So we'd love you to go and check that out. And I'm here to tell you how I did this part in Clash of Power, and I love you to watch and check out. The first thing I did is bring in the footage. So if I should solo this right now, you will see this is the footage we shot. But we're having a lot of issues with this footage, okay? Because we shot late at night, and as you can see, we have to open the ISO, the shutter speed, and we just have to use the camera to compensate for the time because it's almost night time. And as you can see, because of that, we're having this blur and every other thing that is affecting this footage right now. So there's too much of light coming in, and she's just not being captured very well. So I'm sure those who are into camera understand what I'm trying to explain here. I just did a little bit color correction to get this running, or to give it the touch I need. So the next thing I did is to create something like this out from the footage we have. So what we did create here is something that will serve for the purpose of our particle that we're going to use. So as you can see right now, if I should close this and leave this, we just have her running this way. Okay, we also have this kind of movement from her. Okay, which is something cool at the moment, which is something nice, but we have to leave a trail behind. Okay, we have to leave a trail behind. So it shows that she's manipulating time when running. This trail is what actually sells the effect. And what we did to achieve this is, if I should come to my vector blur right now, I'm just going to come to the effect. What we did is to use vector blur, but before that I have to rotoscope this character. So if I should off all this, we see that now we can see that I just use a mask to go over this character and bring her out. So that's what you are going to do basically when doing this. So you have to go through and bring the character out with a mask. So once you bring her out with a mask, him or her with a mask, then you add a vector blur. So this is going to give you this effect right here. So it's going to give you this energy effect right here. So I set this to natural, or I can use perpendicular, right? So now the amount is set to this, and the offset is set to this. So and the rigid smoothness is set to this, and these are the changes I made, and I did not map it to anything. I am not dragging the source from anything. So this is what I did. And then I had to add roughen edges. Now we're having this energy kind of movement with this spike. We have to set this to spike. Okay, spiky. We have rust here, which is not what I wanted. I have roughen color, which is not what I wanted. This could have a little bit. So sometimes you just even have to play with this. Okay, I never saw this, but this is nice because when you tint it, I promise you're going to have something else cool you can see. So you have to play with this. So I end up leaving it at spiky. You just have to go through them and set them the way they are, or you also play with it, which is also very, very nice and important for you to learn more. So the next thing I did is to add a radio blur. Now adding this radio blur helps me drive this energy this energy marks in a different direction, in a particular direction. Okay, so and this is the direction we are setting it, and you can easily do this. You can easily do this by playing with this. Okay, and you can choose any direction you want right here. So as you can see right now, so but this is the direction I'm choosing, or I chose. Okay, so you set the amount to 22, and this is the center position. So the type we're using here now is zoom, not spin. Okay, so it's zoom, not spin, and every erratic can still play with it. So that's why I always tell people, whenever I teach them, play with things. You'll find out, you become creative, you find out something new. So the next thing I added is things. And where you drop down, you can see I chose these two lighter colors, and the tint amount 82% can be dragged to 100%. So you can just evaluate your character. Each character might be different, and you choose not to make the tint same. So the next thing I did here is to add a VC color vibrance. And you can see the difference it is making at those points. So these are the settings I used. Okay, so you can just go in and use the same thing. My favorite plugin, Deep Glow. The time I bought this plugin, it was free, so I don't know for now. So for 2025, I don't know. So just go and get this plugin if it is still free. The exposure is set to 0.49, and the radius, this one I use. And you can, why this plugin is so important is that you can use color, chromatic aberrations, tint, and many other things. And it has this nice compositing feature which is on mute. Okay, and many other things. So this all I did for this party, and you can see how beautiful this is. Okay, now we are having this time run kind of effect right here. So and if I should unsolo this, we are only on our character right here, and you can see this. So now she's also acting in motion. So let's get to the final thing I did, and that is I'm just going to disable every other thing here right away, and I'm going to leave the particle, just the particle alone. So this particle we are generating, we're generating particles per second, 60 per second. Okay, but this is not from the particle system, because there's something I did here which is simple, which we have our particles from. And when we go under the layer exploder, we have the speed, which is this particular one we just created right now. That is what we are using to generate these particles. Okay, now you can use effect and max. Okay, so I just use socks. As you can see now, you can use effect and max. So the next thing I did here is to play with the gravity, so that I don't have these particles falling down and they just stick in time. Remember, that is the idea, for she to run in time and everything else just sticks around. So inside the gravity force, you just set the gravity force to 0 right here. I set the direction to 180, so which is on the x axis, so on the x this way, and that is what we are having right now. Okay, so the next thing I did is, as you can see, we're having this trail behind right away. We're having this trail behind right away. Good. Now I set it to effects and mask. We're having not just the particle, but the other effect that comes with it, which is also cool, which is also nice. So these are the two things I did with it. So the particle background, the particle playground is so much wide. You can just take your time and play with this. We have the affect, which is the younger, older / younger than, and we have the age feather, this and that, so you can play with this on your own. So the next thing I did is to come and add a thing to it, which is something that has been copied from the effect and mask, but good. Now we're having this with the tint. This is the color I mapped it to, this dark blue and the lighter one right here. Then I have to add my vector blur again to give us this energy kind of feel and this spiky kind of vibes. So it is, you can still set it to natural if you want. Now this is getting heavy on my laptop, and that is why it is slowing down a little bit. So you can see do that if you want, or you set it back to perpendicular. Now the amount I use it -710, and it is the angle of peg. So the next thing I did is to add VC color vibrance. Okay, so this helped me bring out the color, and not just another thing, but it brought out the color for me. And this is what we're having right away. This is cool. And the setting is just simply, I just picked out a color, and this is the rest of the settings. So VC color vibrance is from Video Copilot. Go and check it out. It is free at the time I got it. So we have the heat distortion. Now I added this heat distortion because I want the edge not to look so lined. I want it to look wavy, okay? And because this is in motion. And there's something I forgot to do here, and that is to play with the wind direction. So as you can see, when this loads up now, you're going to see that we have the edge changes. So if you play with this wind direction, you are going to have something cool. You are going to have something energy-like, okay? So it's something you can do that. You can do that on your own when you're experimenting with this, or when you're creating your own effect with this. So the next thing I added is CC vector blur, and I set it to natural again. So the first one we added was still set to perpendicular. So set this one to natural, and I play with the amount, and I also play with the project smoothness. So the last thing I added to make this cool and thick is to add the echo effect and repeat this over time, okay? And that is what I did at those points. So we're just good. Now you can see the difference. What the echo is doing for us is repeating this and giving us more energy flow kind of look, because this is just through time. And as much as I want it to be kind of spiky and all that, I also want it to be free, showing this motion in time that she's actually going through time. So that is all I have for you on this particular effect. And Just like I say, you can play with this on your own, max out your character very well, makes it look good, and play with this part. This is a nice effect. You're going to have a nice effect. So please like, share, subscribe, and I'll be dropping more tutorial in many other softwares. So please don't forget to go and watch our short movie Clash of Power. And you may find out some sound issues, these are due to YouTube copyright claims. So and we have treated that, and the audio quality might be bad, but it's a nice movie, it's a nice short film. So thank you for watching, and see you next time in our next video. Bye.